Allow me to say this one more time for the people in the back. This electric shaver, it's going to change the way you work, and it is going to speed you up to the point where you almost can't afford not to buy this. And the moment these pre-orders are on sale, I'm pretty sure this thing's going to sell out like immediately. There is so much interest in this already. And yeah, you know what? Let's go to the woods. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the YouTube Barber Academy. I've actually had this thing for several months, and it's about time that we have a talk about this. So what we have here today is about to change the game as far as electric shavers are concerned. This here is the Instinct shaver. It is going to change the way you work, actually. We're going to go through everything that you would want to know about this, being that I haven't shaved in a while. Oh, wow. You can shave in your car on the way to work. You can shave on the way to your tree stand. And you know what? It's not even that loud, so I don't even think I'm going to scare the deer away. All right, y'all. Let's get into this review. We have received reports that there is a new machine with new type of technology in there for the barbers to test today. So we're just getting confirmation now.
It really has a vector motor?
Oh la. What? How many are in here? Oh shoot, we got one of each color. Okay. We got the Instinct from Stylecraft Pro Metal Edition. It has 2.5 hours runtime. High-powered vector motor. The intuitive torque control is set at 11,500 RPMs. Whoa. So as we do this unboxing here, this was truly my first impression of this unit. I've actually had this for over 3 months. USB-C charging. All metal. These feel super sharp. You're gonna get a stand, which is great. Check that out. Look at the styling here, man. Oh, they give you the USB-C charger and then another little brush. Okay, so before I run this quick little video that's going to show you pretty much all the specs and everything you would ever want to know about this, the Instinct clipper was really a big revolution in technology. It has what we call a vector motor with intuitive torque control. That allows it to speed up in under 2 milliseconds when it senses resistance. Now, of course, for haircuts, this was great because when we're dealing with thick hair or thin hair or really any type of hair, the truth is it's not actually speeding up beyond 11,500. It's maintaining that constantly. So what that actually allows you to have is a very predictable cut and a very predictable response to what you're doing. So obviously, when we got that clipper over at Stylecraft, I was just like blown away. I thought that was the best clipper ever made. I still think that. And the X Instinct and the Instinct clippers, they still rank among the top sellers over for Stylecraft. So now fast forward. The second we got a hold of that, we thought, what if we put this in a shaver? Like, how great would that be? When I released the video about the Instinct, and I told you guys, I think this is the best clipper on the face of the earth. A lot of y'all didn't believe me. A lot of y'all dropped some comments, still using the Wahl Seniors and the Magic Clip. Like, bro, get out of here with that. We are thousands of miles away from that right now. So when I tell you this is a different thing altogether than any shaver experience you've ever had, I'm telling you the truth, just like I did before. So the way that it's going to change how you work, and again, this is a 3-month long review. I didn't just get this yesterday. I have been using this constantly. Everybody in my shop has been using this constantly. I have 2 of them floating around the shop, and somebody's always stealing them and wanting to use them. They're in high demand.
For years, I've been using an electric shaver, just kind of, you flip a little bit because you don't want to discomfort the client. You want to give the machine time to work, and that's not the case here. Now, if you want to have the full effect of what a vector motor can do in an electric shaver, you actually just have to push it up against the scalp and move it up. You can hear the motor just powering up and literally eating the hair. And that allows you to get through that bulk so fast. When we're doing a skin fade haircut, obviously this is when we're most likely to be using this, or the beard, maybe the line, something like that. But for the most part, when we're doing a skin fade haircut, especially a high fade, and I do a lot of high fades, one of the most time consuming parts of that is getting to the point where I can actually begin doing my blend. That means getting the electric shaver work done, the trimmer work, all the other things done, right? Get those out of the way so I can get to my blend. Now, that process prior to this Instinct shaver was a little bit longer. How much time does that save me for the day, the week, the month, and the year? I mean, there almost comes a point when certain products are released that it's costing you money not to buy them. I think this is going to be a wildly sought after electric shaver. And if you guys are smart, when the pre-order goes on, you guys need to be on top of this. And I'll keep you updated throughout the process of when that will be. I don't have an exact date for you yet. You guys can always check the link in the description. In the future, when I update it, it will be there. You guys can use my code Eddie. You can save 15%. I just want to let you guys know another factor here. Stylecraft has no say in this video. They did not get to view it before it was made. They don't control anything that I say. I'm just telling you guys exactly how I feel about this product. And if this product had come from anybody else, I would have said the exact same thing. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to accuse me of being biased towards Stylecraft, and it's true. I do work for them. I'm very happy with them. I love this company. I think they're the best company on the face of the earth. But when it comes time to do reviews, I have not always crowned them king for everything. In fact, I would say in the electric shaver world, they have consistently been behind Babyliss up to this point. And right now, I think when everybody gets a hold of these, they're going to be like just as floored as I am. And that's going to be the end of the day. The internet will always kind of shake these things out. So you will be able to get this in both black, and it's got like a gold. So as you can see, you could get this both in black, and then they also had the pink model. What would your color preference be? Do you prefer the black one, or do you prefer the one with the pink in it? I'm just thinking that the one with the pink looks a little bit more flashy. I think it looks pretty dope on video. It's kind of got me gravitating towards using it more. But I think at the end of the day, most barbers are going to pick these up, feel the performance, and be like, I don't give a shit what color it is. These are awesome. Now, you guys have seen this client. For whatever reason, his hair has always been the most difficult for an electric shaver to get through. This is my friend Ryan. I've used him in countless different electric shaver testing, and it bogs almost all of them down, and all of them struggle. And it is just destroying his hair. It's moving through it so fast that I was honestly really shocked by what was going on here. I wish I would have been sharing my thoughts while I was filming this, but this is exactly what I was thinking, and this is exactly what you're going to experience when you pick this up and you use it on a client like this. Does that feel rough or anything?
Not at all.
Like you have to use it differently, because that's what actually allows the motor to speed up. There's no more of this. It's like literally just smooth and go up one stroke at a time. Unbelievable technology. Now, there are two things that I want to warn you guys about before you make your purchase. One is the vector motor and the way that it consumes power. I thought initially at 2.5 hours of runtime that this might be an issue. However, after using it a ton, I've realized that this is not an issue at all because how fast it works. It works so fast that 2.5 hours of runtime has consistently been enough for me to last 3-4 days in the shop without plugging it in. And that's with it bouncing around the shop too. So when you hear 2.5 hours of runtime and you think about the old shaver, you're like, okay, I could probably get a day or so out of that. But now with how fast this one works, it really only needs like 3 minutes tops to do a high skin fade and get you all prepped out. Guys who are getting a full bald head, I mean, it's so fast. I can't even describe to you. You're just going to have to see it. Now, with a vector motor, very similar to like if you were to jump in your car and you smash the accelerator down, you're not going to get the gas mileage that it says on the sticker, right? So if you're constantly pushing this thing to the max, technically speaking, it should run out of battery sooner. But, you know, I haven't ran into that. Like I said, 3 months into it, using it on pretty much every situation imaginable, the battery life has been excellent. Now, the second thing that I'm going to warn you about is the types of cutters. If you guys haven't seen my previous video about electric shavers, I was showing you guys how Stylecraft is one of the only companies that sells their cutters separately, and you can put them in many different other brands. So whether you're making shears, razors, or really anything that has to hold an edge, most manufacturers have to make a decision. You can go with something like a metal that's a little softer, that's easier to sharpen, gets a lot sharper, cuts a lot better for a shorter period of time, but goes dull quicker. Or you can go with the metal that is more hard, doesn't take the edge quite as much, and lasts a lot longer, but doesn't perform quite as good as the softer metals. So what Stylecraft has chose to do here was give you the absolute sharpest cutters they could. You have to understand how strong this electric shaver is, and it's pushing these cutters to the max. And when you do that, things are definitely going to go dull quicker. Just like, you know, a race car is going to have parts that wear out quicker than a normal car. You can actually purchase the cutters separately, and you can drop some new cutters in here. Now, I will say this, under pretty heavy use with a lot of people switching this out in the shop and using it, after 3 months, both of them are still really sharp. I've really not seen any major decline in performance. I really think it's smart to replace them just a little bit more frequently than you realize, because when certain tools like your shears or your electric shavers, when they start to go dull, it's such a slow process of when it goes dull that it kind of creeps up on you, and you really don't even realize how dull things have gotten until you get your shears sharpened. And you're like, wow, this is how it should be. So, you know, with that being said, the USB-C charging, using the charging stand, really every single aspect of this has been top quality. It's metal. It's a little bit heavier. You guys could check out the weight right here. And I also want you to check out the decibel testing compared to some of the other shavers. It's not very loud. And again, this machine has been under some pretty heavy use. So, I mean, this is probably about what you're going to experience when you turn it on. In the very beginning of the video, you guys seen that I was out there in the woods. I'm going to let a little clip play here at the very end. You know, I hope you guys enjoy it. I just want to share some of my experiences with you guys, you know, as I'm doing different things. And, you know, shout out to everybody I met at Chicago ABS, Jesse Ali, E.T. the Barber, among everybody else was just so cool, man. And I think that city gets a real bad rep, and it's a really, really fun and cool and actually pretty clean city, to be honest. So what the media's got to say about Chicago, that place is dope. The only thing that sucks about Chicago, the Bears. Another good reason to subscribe is currently they're not available yet for pre-order, but I will be updating both this video and future videos when they are. So you guys can use my code Eddie. You can save 15% off your purchase with Stylecraft or Gamma. And for anything outside of Stylecraft or Gamma, you guys can feel free to use my code Eddie10 with Williamsport Barber Supply, and they will get you 10% off with everything else. So with that being said, I'm about to run a clip here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I was able to provide you the information that you needed. And if you guys are interested in a review on the boosted trimmer, the all-new trimmer from Gamma, which I've actually really come to like. I love the shape, and I'm going to break down pretty much everything related to that in the next video. And if you're a newer barber and you're really trying to understand this and you need somebody to break this down on a molecular level, I have been teaching for a long time. I've had a lot of time with different students. I've seen different issues, all walks of life, and I've succeeded in teaching. So I want to ask you guys to give some serious consideration to joining my membership. It's only $5 a month, and we drop really good, consistent content over there that the YouTube algorithm would just hate me if I was to put some of that stuff up here. So I've teased some of the content, but Going forward, a lot of the membership videos are just going to be membership start to finish. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Check out this clip. I really don't think there's been a time where I need a haircut or at least my hair done any worse than I do right now. I just left the GoPro behind me. We're gonna let the sun go down and hopefully we catch a pretty cool sunset. I caught a really cool sunrise while I've been out here. And you know, I just wanted to share a little bit of this moment with you guys. You know, I love you guys and I'm always trying to do different and new things. And when you're working all the time, man, I'm telling you what, you sometimes you just gotta come out here, you just gotta unplug. And that's what this place is for me. I come here pretty much my whole life. And I come out here, we don't have much cell phone service. We don't have a whole lot of things, and we're just kind of out here in nature doing our thing, man. So if you guys have a little retreat that you like to go to, drop it in the comments, man. It's been important to me. This has been a really important thing that I've been able to do, and I feel very fortunate that I can. We just had so much rain and so much snow. Still got my helmet, y'all. I'm about to put it on. And yeah, we're about to go get back into it, y'all. So with that being said, this is the YouTube Barber Academy. I'm Mr. Eddie Barber, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.